You reached out for something to your higher power. You reached out for something and you were heard. Everything here is so good. Everything here is so good, and yet there you are. This feels like someone who is at war with themselves. This feeling of like, what was it all for? Like where you came from, what you experienced, what you went through, what got you here. Like, because this is earned, you know? In your near future, I have the 10 of Pentacles. In your recent past, I have the Emperor. You made a decision and walked away from something. In your internal, it's like I can see that you are pretty hell-bent on being without, right? This energy is so interesting. It's so weird because I can see you as someone who not only has everything that they want, but gets everything that they want. And yet, let's get some clarifiers here. The Seven of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, Two of Pentacles and the Fool. With the two, there's somebody maybe around you that wants you to make a shift. And you were in the seat of the Emperor in your recent past because you had to be, but not necessarily because you wanted to be. This is a very like, not everything is as it seems kind of reading. You're actually working incredibly hard under the surface, and there's that 10 of Swords again and the 5 of Wands in your outcome. What do we have at the bottom here? The 9 of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who on the surface you look one way, but inside you look a way that's completely different. And that must be really hard. So of course you're praying. Of course you're praying for peace and for this kind of, this struggle to end. It's almost like there's this kind of separation of the worlds, right? An old version of you and the new version of you are meeting, and there's this like tension, maybe. You don't know if you should take the leap, even though you already did. You already made the decision. You already did the thing. 4 of Wands. And you're happy about it. 5 of Pentacles, but you're worried. Judgment. And the Queen of Pentacles. It's because I think that there's a lot of trauma here, you know? I think I'm talking to someone who's really been through the ringer, the star, in the name of, you know, in ferocious pursuit of kind of karmic completion, right? This kind of feels like a what does it all mean? Why am I working so hard type of reading? You know, this is a it wasn't for nothing. I didn't get this far just to get this far type of thing. Okay, test. And wound, yeah, is what's crossing you. Like, you know that this is a test. You know that this is meant to come to an end. And I'm hearing, but when? Choice. It's a lot of earth in the near future. I mean, like, literally the earth card coming out and then growth here at the bottom. Recent past, or I'm sorry, beneath you, above you. You know what kind of road that you're on, and everything around you is kind of like overcomplicated. It's overcomplicated. there's like noise, like there's noise going on, and then all it leads to is clarity, because you're tired of fighting with yourself. This is child, you know, it's kind of like asking you, like, you know, what did you want to be when you grow up? When you grew up, when you were a kid, what did you want to be? And what part of you is resistant to that thing that you wanted to be when you were a kid? Things might have changed, but I think that life put you in a place where, again, we're a little hell-bent on attaching to a story here, as opposed to kind of getting resourceful when we hit that wall again and again and again. Getting resourceful in our ways of getting around that wall. Recharge. Yeah. Blockage. Yeah. You keep hitting the wall. The wall is a block. You know, the wall is keeping you somewhere. So if you're stuck and you're like, why do I keep hitting this fucking wall? At the top of your mind, all you can focus on is turning that wheel of fortune in your favor, and it's taken more strength than you'd like it to, right? And you're working really hard to relax. You're working really hard to harness and grab that Ace of Wands, right? You're working really hard. But you keep finding that you're cheating yourself out of something. Well, patience. Where are you being impatient? Like, again, how are you, you know, the alchemical process takes a little while. And like this guy, you know, you can see he's been through all of the suits in the tarot, and he has to carry that all around with him all the time. So there's this element of like, are you being petulant? Balance. Like, where is your, you know, I talked about this recently, like, are you being a slave to instant gratification? Escape. Support, because it makes you feel supported to see bitches like me on this app telling you, oh, he's coming back. Come on now. I think it's time for some expansion in a way that's more supportive. What the wall you're hitting might actually be something that you once took a lot of comfort in that has now solidified in stagnancy, right? The vibration has slowed down so much that it's a solid piece of ice now, and you keep hitting it thinking it's going to turn into a body of water, and it's just not. It's time to try something new. What that is, you kind of have an opportunity here to decide, but I think that you're being asked for patience at this time. Okay, my love. Be easy.